This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the best grocery bagger in the Commonwealth hails from Hazleton, and we talk with him as he gets ready for the national competition in Las Vegas. Happy Friday and welcome to FYI News 13 right here on SSPTV. I'm Ken Cara. We begin with some headlines. Should students in the Hazleton Area School District have school on Veterans Day? It depends on who you talk to. 2 letters to the editor in Friday's Standard Speaker, one by school director Tony Bonomo and another by former school director Carmelia Yankiewicz, both question the move. In past years, students had Veterans Day off. This year, students had class on Tuesday, but no school on Monday because of an Act 80 day. Bonomo says he mistakenly approved the school calendar and apologized to veterans in his letter. Superintendent Dr. Francis X. Antonelli says students can better learn the importance of Veterans Day through special programs held in school that highlight the sacrifices made by our veterans. You can read both letters and Jim Dino's article in Friday's Standard Speaker. There is some concern over new state academic standards being implemented in the Hazleton Area School District. During an informational session on Thursday night, a group of parents questioned the state's new academic standards known as Pennsylvania Common Core. Some parents question the lack of use of textbooks, while others question math teaching methods. One parent says the school system is setting kids up to fail. Superintendent Dr. Francis Antonelli says that the district is complying with state academic standards. He says the district is showing growth in student performance and will continue to do so over time. The superintendent says parents can submit comments to the State Department of Education via a link on the lower right-hand side of the PDE's website. And tonight we have a traveler's alert. PennDOT says there will be a single lane closure on Interstate 81 North tonight from 7 p.m. until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and then again on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. between exit 175 DuPont Pittston and exit 180 Music. It will allow for milling, paving, and preparing for a traffic switch in the work zone. You've heard the saying Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, he's doing just that tomorrow at the Laurel Mall. This is video from one of Santa's previous arrivals. Laurel Mall Marketing Director Christine Gabriel says tomorrow's event is bigger and better than ever.
We are having our first holiday jamboree, and that is going to include puppet marionette shows, face painting, arts and crafts, and fun games for the whole family.
This year, Santa will arrive via an antique transit bus, so grab the family and head to the Laurel Mall tomorrow at 1 p.m. Santa is coming to town, and so is holiday programming coming to SSPTV. Because of that, we have a programming announcement. FYI Weekend will be taking a winter nap for a bit. SSPTV will bring you some special local and holiday programming in the coming weeks, and you will not see FYI Weekend. But don't fear, the team will be here Monday through Friday, bringing you headlines, entertaining interviews, sports, and more. When Hazleton resident Matt Nautemacher was 11 years old, he started collecting pennies for the United Way. His efforts got him national attention. In fact, if you Google Matt Nautemacher United Way, the first result you get is Matthew Nautemacher - White House. Now in his 20s, Nautemacher is back in the news. At a recent convention in Harrisburg, he won the title of Best Grocery Bagger in the state. That's your standard size grocery bag, and I'm standing here now with the Pennsylvania State Grocery Bagging Champion, Matt Nautemacher. And I do know Matt, he's a good man. I know you, I see you running all over the place, so you're a fast guy. You like to get things done pretty quick.
That's right, I'm all about speed and efficiency.
Let's talk a little bit about, you were in the newspaper, now you're on the news. I'm sure people recognize you here when they're coming through. Is there pressure? I mean, what's it like when people recognize you, and do you feel like you have to move fast then?
Probably about the past week, customers have come in and you'll say, "Oh, hey, congratulations, buddy." And a couple of times I've been up bagging and they say, "Oh, wow, I'm privileged. I have the best bagger bagging for me." I mean, it's mostly just kind of jokes and stuff, but I don't think there's any real pressure.
Well, it's pretty cool. We'll talk about the contest in a minute. You've been working here in the area. You're from the area, working at Boyers for 10 years now, and you seem like you enjoy being here.
I do enjoy being here. It's a great company to work for. I like working here because I get to be around people. I like talking to people, helping people. That's what the grocery business is about.
Matt, when you were little, you collected pennies all around the area, and I forget if it was Good Morning America or what, you got national attention before. I mean, there's a lot of interesting facets to your life, and you said people still recognize you from that.
Yeah, some people, they saw the article in the paper and they'll say, "Aren't you that kid with all the pennies?" And I'll say, "Yeah, it's hard to believe that was 15 years ago, and I'm still getting recognized for it, so it's fun."
All right, let's talk about this contest. This one happened out in Harrisburg for the Pennsylvania State Championship. You've been there before. You placed second last year. What's kind of the strategy? You said there's items on the table in front of you. Talk about it a little bit. Is it about doing it properly and speed? Tell us about the contest.
Well, there's three main components for the contest. One is speed. Obviously, you want to get it done fast. The second is weight distribution. There's 2 bags you want to bag the groceries into. You want to have them weighing as close to the same as possible. And the third is presentation. You know, you can't just throw the items in sloppy or in any order. You know, you want to have the boxes on the outside, kind of like square the bag. You don't want to put glass things next to each other, things like that. So it sounds silly to some people, but there is actually a formula to it.
Well, hey, you got to be very good at it. And now you're heading to Las Vegas for, I guess, the national championship. What is that kind of like? And do you have to prepare more, or is it just you're just going out there?
Well, I think I'm going to do a little more preparation this time than I did for the state competition because, you know, there's $10,000 on the line, so that'll make anyone want to practice more.
How do you practice?
Well,
You
the
do
first,
it here?
yeah, the first thing I practice is the speed. You know, that was my strategy going in. I wanted to max out my points for speed, and then kind of let everything fall in line from there. And I think it worked out.
It's so cool, and in the Hazleton area, it's got to be very neat. We're going to have someone at this national competition, and best of luck out there. So Nonamacher is trying to win $10,000. He raised $18,000 for the United Way. Great man, hard worker, best bagger. Coming up on FYI, we visit the Hazleton Animal Shelter for this week's Adopt Me segment. And in sports, we jump back in the FYI Fast Lane with local motorsport journalist Dino Alberto.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hey everyone, we're here at Sand Springs in Drums, Pennsylvania, and we're still outside as the weather gets a little colder and we start to bundle up. They're working on a new phase, the Gardens at Celebrations, and we're in a new location here that Stacy is going to be telling us about. So thanks for having us again.
Thanks for coming. Right now we are standing where the pergola will be for wedding ceremonies. This is where the bride and groom will stand with their officiant to get married. We're so excited about this. As you can see, it's still under construction, but there will be different poles coming up so that the bride and groom can stand under something. They can hang the big draping if they want, dress it up a little bit. And then over to this side, I'm really excited about this. There is going to be a rock waterfall. Okay. So not only is that going to make a great spot for a couple to come and get married, but it'll also be beautiful for some of those family photos after the ceremony.
This is really a nice other additional option you have. You have the tent, you have the other area by the golfers, and now you have this. So there really are a lot of options that Sand Springs is giving to those people out there, not only that want to get married, but if you're looking to have your meeting, a luncheon meeting here, a business meeting here, a wedding, as we said, a birthday party, any type of celebration, you can really help them out with that.
Exactly. There's so many reasons to celebrate in life, and this is the perfect place to come for every single one of them. We're really excited about this out here with the Gardens at Sand Springs for ceremonies, cocktail hours, or as you said, different types of meetings can even be out here. A nice summer day, you could have a graduation party or a family event. We're really transforming this space to make it more comfortable and more beautiful for our guests that come.
Right, so if you want to have an elegant wedding, you could have it here. If you want to have a themed wedding like for Halloween and have your staff dress up, you can have it here. If you want to come outside and you want to, you know, make this more informal, you can. But again, you can dress it up like you were talking about with the draperies and, you know, with the waterfall background. Beautiful pictures any time of year. Remember about January, February, and March, they're having that snowflake package. It's a special. It includes, you know, 4 hours of open bar cocktail hour, as I just said, the appetizers, the dinner, the cake, all for one exclusive price. So that's something January, February, March, if you're looking to get married in those months, right?
It's a great package to look at, a great time of year, and we have this new space and the ballroom inside.
All right, every week we're back here at Sand Springs talking about the progress, the progression here at Sand Springs. Lots going on, so stay tuned right here on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Here's an interactive weather shot. Can you spot the snow in downtown Hazleton? I'll give you a moment. I'll give you a hint. At the bottom, near the tree, Got it? Good. This is our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Let's see if there's no more snow in our future. Tonight, partly cloudy. The low will be around 23 degrees. On our extended forecast, Saturday is shaping up to be mostly sunny with a high of 34. At night, we'll get down to 27 degrees. On Sunday, mostly cloudy, a high of 40 like an island in the sun in Pennsylvania. Sunday night, we'll get down to 29, and we do have a chance of snow showers. Monday, rain and snow are likely. The high will be 39. Monday night, there's a small chance of flurries, low around 23. Tuesday, mostly sunny, a high of 30. And Tuesday night will be partly cloudy with a chilly low of 17 degrees.
Hello again, and here I am with Carl. Carl is our oldest dog, not in his age. He's only about a year and a half old, but in that he's been with us the longest. Carl has been here since August 14th waiting for a home, and we're not really sure why, because he's very sweet and very affectionate, gets along equally well with other dogs and people. Carl is a Poodle Bichon mix, which makes him very affectionate as well as very intelligent. He's already neutered and up to date on all of his shots, and he also tested negative for heartworm and Lyme. Carl's been here for a while waiting for a home, longer than any other dog, so we're putting out a second appeal, even though he has been on the news before. We just want to let everybody know that Carl is still here and awaiting his forever home. And here I am back in our male cat colony, and as we featured last week, we have a lot of newcomers to this particular room. Amongst them here is Chauncey, who is an approximately 6 to 7 month old domestic shorthair, who is neutered and up to date on all of his shots. He was also tested for feline leukemia and FIV, and of course tested negative for both. And Chauncey here is incredibly affectionate, probably one of the most affectionate cats here at the shelter. He loves to be held by people and will follow you around wherever you go, looking for attention. He gets along really well with other cats as well. So we'd highly recommend Chauncey here for anybody who loves cats, whether they're experienced or first time as a pet owner, and we think he would also do incredibly well in a home with other cats as well. And that's it for this week's Animals. Anybody interested in these two or anyone else we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter at 101 North Poplar Street.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Trophy cases don't fill themselves, believe me, I know. My lone 1997 CYO Championship trophy, Holy Spirit Academy Flames represent, is very, very lonely. Two of our local schools have a chance to add to their trophy collection this weekend. Tonight, the North Schuylkill Spartans on Friday night, they will play Northwestern Lehigh in the District 11 AA Championship football game. They already have an Anthracite League championship to their name this season. Early Saturday morning in Johnstown, the Marion Phillies, the Volleyball Ninjas, go for their second straight Single-A State Girls Volleyball Championship against Greensburg Central Catholic. Later Saturday night at 7:10 p.m. at Nazareth, the Marion football team plays Pius X for the District 11 Single-A Championship. Let's jump in the FYI fast lane with local motorsports journalist Dino Alberto. This is from my conversation with him last week. Dino covers racing all over our area, and I asked him about this past racing season in Northeast Pennsylvania.
You know, it was another great year locally for a number of reasons. There was great racing no matter where you went, and that's the beauty of what we have here in the Hazelton area, Northeast PA, from dirt tracks to pavement tracks to road racers, drag racers, dirt bike racers, you name it. And within a hour's driving time from right here in Hazelton, you could pretty much pick any of that up here. And I think locally, it was a good season, the exception of one or two unfortunate circumstances where we saw with Evergreen Raceway Park and with those guys unable to continue on. But otherwise, there was a lot of tracks from Mahoning Valley Speedway and Lehighton, Sealings Grove to the west of us. You had, of course, Borger Speedway. There's a couple of others that just come to mind. Big Diamond, Grandview. It really went well. sometimes people are thinking, you know, is it struggling in a sense? But it's healthy, it's there, and you know, they're holding their own, most of these tracks that are still out there going strong.
Dino wants me to remind you that the NEPA race car show, you saw some video of it, will be coming back to the Laurel Mall this February, so keep your eyes out for that, and we'll be talking more about it in the coming weeks. All right, I know on Mondays and Fridays I'm the opening act, the first fight before the championship bout, so without further ado, here's Ron Marchetti with Short Shots.
Exactly 20 years ago, in 1994, undefeated and second-ranked Penn State came back from a 21-point deficit to down Illinois 35-31 at Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. Hi, everybody, on this November 14, and welcome to Short Shots. Remember that one? After Penn State made a defensive stop, they took over the ball on their own 4-yard line with 6 minutes left, and quarterback Kerry Collins engineered a 96-yard drive while completing 7 passes in 7 attempts. That was a great win for Penn State 20 years ago today. Well, now let's wrap up this week. In high school postseason playoffs, Crestwood demolished Dallas 56-0. North Schuylkill pitched a 38-0 shutout over Palmerton. Berwick outscored Stratton Prep 51-29. And the game that most locals were concerned about, Marion Catholic walloped Williams Valley 35-12. KJ Snur added another 149 rushing yards to his banner season, including a score. Nico Agosti scored a pair of touchdowns, while Aaron D'Angelo and Angelo Mascornik each scored once. The Colts are 8-3 and will be playing for the District 11 Class A championship tonight. Penn State's offense intimidated Indiana in Bloomington 13-7, and Notre Dame lost at Arizona State like I predicted last Friday, mainly because of 5 turnovers. After leading 3-0, the Sun Devils scored 34 unanswered points, followed by Notre Dame's 28 unanswered points before Arizona State put the game away by tallying the game's final 21 points. But 2 fumbles, a botched field goal, 4 interceptions, 2 pick sixes, mother of God. What else? Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers threw 6 touchdown passes last Sunday night in Green Bay while the Pack was bombing the Bears 65-14. Former Hazelton area standout and Scotty Roman Award winner Chad Hoffman caught 5 passes for 81 yards in Bloomsburg's 40-3 win over Lock Haven. The Huskies are 10-0 and will play for the PSAC championship tomorrow at Slippery Rock. Chicago White Sox first baseman Jose Abreu was named American League Rookie of the Year unanimously. He batted .317 with 36 home runs and 107 RBIs. And Mets pitcher Jacob deGrom was National League Rookie of the Year with a 9-6 record and an ERA of 2.69. The most interesting game tonight, Berwick at Crestwood, and tomorrow, Mississippi State at Alabama. Penn State is a 10-point favorite over Temple, and ND is a 16-point favorite over Northwestern, both at home. Enjoy your weekend. See you Monday. Till then, be a good sport and stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Hey everyone, in tonight's Talk of the Town report, one birthday for you tonight. A happy first birthday goes out to Marie Schaefer. She celebrates on Saturday. This wish coming from your family and friends. Happy birthday, Marie. FYI, News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Eugene J. Fallon of Hazleton. The funeral will be held Monday at 10:30 a.m. at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home with a massive Christian burial, 11 a.m. at Most Precious Blood Church. Burial will be held in the Calvary Cemetery. Friends may call the funeral home Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. Dr. James J. Olarnik, formerly of Hazleton. Viewing will be held Sunday at 6 to 9 p.m. and Monday 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. at the Burns Funeral Home in Philadelphia. Funeral Mass will be held at 11 a.m. at St. Catherine of Siena Church in Philadelphia. Interment will be held at the Sunset Memorial Park. Dolores Yuskavich of West Hazleton. Massive Christian burial will be held Saturday at 10 a.m. from the Transfiguration Roman Catholic Church. Public visitation will be held at the church at Saturday, 9 to 10 a.m.
Well, there are several ways that you could communicate with PP&L, and Melinda Stump is here on FYI each week informing you of ways to save money. And there is something that you can sign up for. And thank you, Melinda, for coming back on the program to always educate our viewers about what PPL does to communicate with their customers.
Yes, we have a wonderful program called PPL Alerts.
All right.
And you can actually receive an alert from us 3 ways, or all 3 ways. So you can either get a phone call, you can get a text, or you can get an email, or you can sign up to get all 3 of them. And those alerts are free to our customers.
So that's nice. So when you think PPL alerts, I know some people might think that they're only getting these alerts for any kind of power outages, but there are different ways and ways that people will want to get these alerts, not to deal with just these power outages, but also for their bills and saving them money.
That's correct. You can get an alert just to let you know, hey, it's time to pay your bill. You mentioned once before that you're on auto pay.
Yeah.
So you could set up an alert that says, they're going to automatically take it out next week, just to remind you. You can also get an alert that says, the payment was taken out today, to remind you that the payment was taken out. So you can do a payment type of alert. If you're a shopping customer, you can get an alert when the kilowatt price changes. That's something that would be very important to you.
Okay, so how do you sign up for PPL alerts?
You can sign up. It's pretty easy. If you log on to pplelectric.com and go onto your account, you can sign up right there. So, and if you're not already logged on to sign up through PPL through an online version of setting up your account, you can do so easily by just grabbing your bill and having your account number and your information that will help you sign up easily.
Okay, so if you want to do the PPL alerts, you can actually look at the phone number and call it. You can do so online, and you can also connect with PPL other ways. Technology is great now. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, right? We have Google Plus.
That's correct. We have many ways for our customers to get in contact with us. You can get in contact with us through PPL, our website, obviously, and then you can also be involved through Twitter, Facebook, Google+. We also have blogs, so there's many ways that we interface with our customers. We're excited to, really offer high-tech, top-notch technology that will provide our customers with the information that they need.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Again, a great way to communicate with your customers through the PPL alerts, or again through online and also through social media. Each week, Melinda Stump is here from PPL offering you ways to save money and communicate with PPL. So thank you.
Thank you.
Big local sports weekend. We'll recap it on Monday. Until then, take it easy, everyone.